But let me ask, you can't think of one thing that your mother did wrong.
No, I mean, I just haven't put much thought into it. I'm sure I could,
And
I'm
why
sure I
haven't you
could.
put thought into it? Let me go to Tate out of Georgia. Georgia on my mind. Tate, welcome to the show. You're on the air.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Yes, sir.
I had called last Friday towards the end of the show. You asked me to call back.
Oh,
I'm not sure
okay.
you recall. Yeah, it's basically asking about relationships, and we're kind of talking about. I was asking about when to know when to fight or not, for the relationship. It's basically when as men, I feel like also, I'm talking to some of my friends about this. Sometimes we kind of stay in situations maybe longer than our woman counterparts. And I think we could actually probably learn from them in some situations that things aren't good for us. But I also find like a great sense of duty and just want to make things work, So this is my personal relationships with my significant other, but also with a family member of mine. I just want to hear your initial take on that.
When you say when is the time to fight for, what do you mean fight for? So you're having a problem, you and your wife are having a problem right now, right?
Correct.
And you want to
We're in counseling and things of that nature now.
Right, and you want to know when. What did you ask about fight? I forgot.
Yeah, I'm just wanting to know, my.
You want to know when is the right time to fight?
When's the right time to fight versus let go?
In all honesty, there's never, ever, 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 but never, ever, 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 ever time to fight for any kind of a relationship, period. Either it's going to happen or it's not. If you're fighting for it, you're trying to make something happen that should not be happening. You're trying to impose your will. Either relationships work or they don't. Do not fight ever for any form of a relationship.
I imagine like most relationships are going to have periods of turmoil, though, correct?
But they should not have it. Those are abnormal relationships. A relationship should not be having turmoil in it, period. It's only having it because both parties are fighting.
Yeah.
Cut out the fight. There's nothing to fight for. If it's not happening naturally, it's not meant to be.
And then, so I guess that's just about finding that person that gels with you.
No, it's about not looking for that person that gels with you. You're only supposed to do what you want, but you are only supposed to seek what is right inside of you. And everything, life will work on its own. But if you're trying to find something else other than that, all you will ever get is hell.
Honestly, more often than not, we had a nice weekend since, we spoke briefly on Friday, but more often than not, we've been having fights. We've been having turmoil. We've been having chaos. And, I've been asking for a sense of peace.
Asking who for a sense of peace?
Asking my significant other to help contribute to a sense of peace. I know it's a two-way street.
Are you married to a woman?
Yes.
Why do you keep saying significant other? What does that mean?
Well, she's not we are looking towards getting a long-term relationship.
So you're living with her right now?
Yes.
And so you have children with her?
No.
Good. Walk away. And a relationship is not supposed to have turmoil. And you can't ask her for peace because she doesn't have peace. You don't have peace. Peace only comes from God.
Mm.
You're asking the devil inside of yourself and outside of you to give you peace. And in anger, there is no peace.
Mm.
She doesn't have it to give to you, and you don't have it to give to her.
Yeah.
If you got to fight to try to make it work, that means you should do what you want. Stay in your hell if you want, but it means you should let it go. It's not meant to be. And don't look for anything, only the kingdom of heaven within, and life will be added. It would be amazing.
This is not something that's, I do feel a bit of a sense of guilt in the prospect of leaving her,
Why?
Because of, this wasted time, I suppose. And it's particularly when you're talking about, we don't necessarily, just like a sense of wasted time, on both of our ends, but me particularly like wasting her time.
And how are you wasting her time? How are you wasting her time?
Well, we had a relationship. We didn't go all the way, I guess.
You better be glad you didn't marry her or have children with her. You'll have to leave your kids back behind in hell.
Mm.
And you shouldn't be feeling guilty. This is overcoming and learning is not a reason to be guilt. It's a reason to understand, and understanding will cause you to overcome all things.
My friends, and granted, these are some of my kind of like female friends, but they've inserted some guilt into me, just like, oh, how could you wait? You're considering leaving her. How could you have wasted her time like that? Et cetera, et cetera. It gnaws at me a little bit.
Every time you listen to the woman, you will suffer.
Mm.
You listen to the woman, they shouldn't even be in your business at all. You don't need to tell them that you're leaving or you're staying. You just need to go if you need to go. Why should you even bring them into it? You're bringing the devil into your life. Women don't have the answer. You're listening to the devil.
Yeah.
And that's why you're feeling guilty. The devil is making you feel guilty. And you stay there because you listen to the woman, and you will regret it. It'll only get worse. Why do you have the women in your business?
It's a good question. That's a good question. I don't have a good answer for that.
You need to cut it out immediately. Yeah. You're counseling with the devil.
Yeah.
They're going to always give you the wrong advice. It's not in them to lead you. It's in you to lead them. But you got to overcome your mother.
That's actually a big point of contention between me and, this whole relationship dynamic has been a point of contention between the two of us as well.
With your mother?
No.
With whom?
With the woman I'm talking about here.
Oh, why you want to stay in hell like that? That's not even up for a debate. I would just say, bye, I'm gone. Or even don't say bye, just leave.
Yeah.
Do you love to fight with her?
No.
Then why are you fighting with her then?
I guess I'm hoping for something better after the storm passes.
How will you get better out of hell? She's hell. There's no better in her.
Yeah. We just get little glimpses of hope,
There is no hope in that at all.
Yeah. I mean, most of our conversations have been pretty tough and heavy and things that nature recently. So
you guys hate one another. She hates your weakness and you hate hers. And it's just two devils fighting. Ain't nothing good coming out of that. It's not going to work. If you got to make it work, it would never work. If you let it work, it will work. But this ain't going to work. There's too much water under the bridge.
Yeah.
And you better be glad you don't have any children with the devil.
Yeah, we have no kids, no children.
Walk away before you make a baby. It's going to be harder when you make a child with her.
Of course.
Have you forgiven your mother?
I've heard you speak about this. I'll have to look more into that.
Have you forgiven your mother?
I don't know if I can identify like a wrong per se that she has done. I mean, I'm sure there has been, but
you're living with your mother now. That's enough identity. But let me ask, you can't think of one thing that your mother did wrong?
No, I mean, I just haven't put much thought into it. I'm sure I could,
And why haven't you put thought into it?
Hasn't been a priority.
You need to, I would recommend, do what you want, of course, but you should start working on you so you can understand what's happening inside of you. And then you will see how to deal with all things at all times. But you're not focused on you. You're trying to keep this false God in your life, and she's going to destroy you.
I think you're telling me what I need to hear and what I've been pushing away recently.
Why have you been pushing the truth away? The truth is trying to save you. Why are you pushing it away?
It probably has to do, it's probably some deeper insight that I don't have because I haven't done that self-work, but I imagine it has to do with my own sense of self, maybe my self-esteem, maybe some of the advice I've been getting from other folks that have been kind of, more or less, imploring me to stay and fight and, try to work this out.
Anytime someone tells you to stay and fight, you give them the finger. They're giving you bad advice.
Gotcha.
I don't care who it is.
Yeah.
You can't make another person be right as you can't make yourself be right. How old are you?
In my 30s.
Are you doing the silent prayer?
No, I don't pray.
So you're not working on yourself at all. You're trying to make this woman be right, and you haven't not even right yourself.
Yeah, you're correct in that. I haven't done the work.
Won't you get away from this woman and work on yourself? Don't look for another woman. You look for what is right. You seek that, and what is right will guide you.
Yeah.
Why don't you? This is an opportunity for you to start working on you.
Yeah, I've been kind of a serial monogamous, and I haven't really had that period of time where I haven't been giving myself to others, I suppose.
What will it take for you to work on yourself? How much more hell you need before you decide, I've had enough?
It's hard. And that's a great question. I thank you for posing that because I need to ask myself that because it's not like one of us is cheating on one another. It's not like it's just like kind of almost like a permanent state of like low level unhappiness.
It's not permanent if you don't